Supermoto SMR 510 fans. This video is going to cover a quick little tip, something that I found out about and started to do on my bikes, and it's no doubt it has helped with the fuel flow as far as combustion and just basic performance. It's a subtle thing, but over time there's no doubt that it's just I feel it's an engineering issue. I'm not quite sure why they did it. Maybe they did it because they thought, hey, this is for emissions, and we need to pipe this stuff back into the throttle body. I don't know, but what I'm talking about is basically the breather valve right here that comes off of the valve cover. This particular one is on my second 510. I'm going to have this changed out. I'm going to upgrade that fitting. The standard one is a plastic fitting, and it leaks. You can see oil over here. It's just not a good design. There's an aftermarket one you can get from Toxic Motor Racing, and Jeff there, he told me about the replacement valve. It's basically a brass piece. It fits really snug. I've got it on my other 510 and I've got no oil coming out, but I'm gonna do that next. Right now I'm focused on just some general cosmetic things I want to do on this bike. I just got it, and I'm just taking it apart, beginning to get it configured on how I want it. This bike is awesome, and it's going to be a lot more awesome when I'm done with it. But first things first, and from a mechanical point of view, it's pretty much locked in. There's not a lot to change on it. And here's the deal: for some reason they route this breather valve back to the throttle body, and it comes in. There's a little port up inside the airflow box that's past the filter. Okay, so this little hose that you see is routed into a fitting, and then all of the bad fumes and oil and wasted gas and just noxious crap goes back into the throttle body, which over time is just not good. So it's something that, again, I'm not quite sure why they've done it. My guess is it has to do with emissions, whatever. All I know is a simple thing to do is reroute that airflow. Now the question is, where do you put it? There's a lot of options, and on my other 510 I actually route it to the front of the bike, and I have an air filter up there. It's a small little filter that basically is fitted right over the stem up here that holds the radiator on. So the hose comes out, and I've got this filter sitting there. But on this one, I wanted to add a little bling. I found these really cool looking red filters that are just perfect for the job. So instead of hiding this, I'm gonna get it up in here. Basically, she's gonna be down in here, and I'll have the hose routed up through here, slight angle up, and then drop her down at ports to the throttle body. And then I routed it to the front, and it was spewing fumes onto the fender. And if you look, you can see all the crap that's been coming out, and it's just crazy. I've actually washed the bike once. This is the first time after it was washed. So there is so much stuff coming out of that hose. It's just nasty. And all of that is going back to your carburetor or throttle body, and this my bike is fuel injected. So you know, this is an '08. So that's just not good stuff in there. I know it's maybe designed again for emissions, but in my mind, it's contaminating everything about the combustion, and you want performance, right? So all those gases, just get them out of there. You know, take them out with the breather valve and keep them out. Give it a try. You can take this hose if you want. You can route it to the front, put a filter up there. You can route it back here like I'm about to do. I've heard some guys actually putting it down here to the chain, and then it's like essentially lubricating the chain. Well, I don't want to do that, because my thought is it's going to end up getting oil on the tire, and that's the last thing I need when I'm working some twisties. So for me, I already know about that filter because I've used it before. I've got it on the 510, and that filter, it does the job. It just absorbs anything that's liquid, and it doesn't allow it to get back on the bike, even though it's in the front of the bike. It's all clean on my other 510. So that's the tip of this video. It's to just give you a little insight, a little snippet that you might decide to mod out on yours, and it can help. There's no doubt about it.
Because you're the wheelie guy.
That's right. That's exactly right.